Hello there, welcome to Minecraft, and what have we got for you today? Well, we have an older concept that's been updated a bit, and this is combos in vanilla Minecraft. Now, I have done 2 videos on this already, so this is sort of version 3, but this version is much better in that it works for multiplayer and it stacks infinitely, so you can have an infinite combo, and it doesn't matter how high you go. So let's take a look at how it works. I'll kill this cow, and then I'll hit this cow, and I'll hit that cow, and I've got 2 combo, I've got 3 combo, hit that cow, get a 4 combo, that one 5, that one 6, that one 7. If I do go too quickly, it will sort of skip a few. I can't quite get that to, there we go, 10 to 12. But as I'm killing all these cows, you can see my combos going up, and it's not stopping or just reaching a limit at all. And all these cows are dead. I've got a 21 combo, and that is about it. So it all works via this little contraption right here. I say little, I am going to compact this a bit so I can put it out for download and you can use this in your own world. But for now, let's take a look how this works. Now, we are going to be using 7 scoreboards in this contraption. It's not light on the scoreboards. However, most of these scoreboards are just for the swords, because each sword needs a different scoreboard, each variant of sword: wood, iron, stone, diamond, etc. So, over here, we have a fill clock, and this fill clock is going to be activating these 2 sets of 5 command blocks. Now, 5 of the scoreboards that we have are use wood sword, use stone sword, use iron sword, use gold sword and diamond sword respectively. Now all these scoreboards do is just have a value added to them whenever you use any of those items. So what these commands do, and these will be activated before that set over there, is these commands will check if you've used any of the swords, and that command right there that you can see in your chat will add the value of the use iron sword to a scoreboard variable just called use sword. So basically what that means is if I use the iron sword twice in that clock beat, it will add 2 to the scoreboard stat use sword, which is just a dummy objective. And that is just the same with stone sword, diamond sword and wooden and gold, which are there. It will then set the score back to 0, so it doesn't add 2 every time, say if I hit twice in one clock cycle. But that's how all the sword things work. So now we can just use 2 scoreboards. We have use sword, which is all of the swords combined together, and combo. Now, what it's going to do first is it's going to check for anybody who doesn't have a current combo, and it's going to check if they have used their sword. So they will have a score of 1 or higher on use sword. It will then add the use sword score to their combo, and it will just reset this comparator right here. It will then take away that use sword, so the player doesn't keep having that stat activated. It will then travel along here, and it will then test after 4 ticks if the player has hit another mob. So it will check if use sword is back to 1. Remember we got rid of the value here. It will then check if it is at 1, or if it is at 0, and this only activates for people with a combo of at least 1. So if they haven't hit a mob in that time, it will then set their combo to 0 and just reset the comparator. And if they have, it will then add the use sword once again to the combo. It will then, whoops, not that one. It will then reset this comparator, and then it will do 2 more commands before it loops again, just to check the use sword again. So the use sword is reset here, so they have to hit another mob in this time before it goes back to that command set over there. And then it will use this command. Now this is the command which will tell players what combo they have. This is a tell raw. This is a very long tell raw. You can see it right there. You can pause the video if you really want to check it. But basically what that will do is it will show a times, and then it will give the score of their current combo to the player, and it will then say combo afterwards. Tell raws are confusing and tricky. I'm not going to try and explain it because I will inevitably fail. But let's just demonstrate it for you right here. Let's get out a spider or something. There we go. You'll see that the The clock activates and it goes along, but I didn't hit the mob again, so it cancels out and doesn't work. If I hit it... Oh, no, I can't hit it twice. There we go. Hit it twice, so it goes around again, but then I didn't manage to hit it again, so it went back to the other value. Let's do that again. So I got 3 that time, and it went off round again, and round again, and round again. So you can keep this combo going potentially forever, and because of the new implementation of scores in TellRaws, this is infinite. So thank you for watching. As I've said, you can download this in the description. If I have compacted it in time, I'll put this in a little box and you can stick this in your world just by the spawn chunks, and it'll work perfectly and you'll have yourself a combo system for your server or for your world. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you loved it, or why not subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.